Hello YouTube, Jared back again. I am getting ready for a challenge for the month of August. July, the project was to finish the Hachette magazines. If you haven't seen those videos yet, go back and check those out. That was a lot of fun. And then I've been doing some repair work on this part 2 of my SKAVEN army. So I had this SKAVEN army. I painted it up. That was my Christmas present. But then I got this lot, and I've been repairing it, and I made some videos showing how I fixed everything up. We got the warp fire cannon where I rebuilt the wheels, the bell that I glued back together, the storm fiends needed assembling, and then the hell pit abomination. And for the record, I did add the missing head. I figured out one of these heads was missing, so this head has been replaced. But I've got all these minis built, restored. I've counted out all the little clan rats and made sure I had the correct number of musicians and champions and banner guys. And then one thing I haven't showed off yet is I had an extra gray seer. And so I took a stalactite from my Gloomsight Gits and put him on there. And then I got a skull from the skull box and I made a gray seer here. So gray seer's ready to go. My proxy for a Kritok Foulblade is ready to go. He's going to be a great leader of the army. I love his back banner detail. This was an Isle of Blood mini from way back in the day. So that's going to be a lot of fun to paint. And then I've got this guy who's going to be my Arch Warlock because I like those rules. And he's a good OG mini for that. And then I've got my Plague Priest. So I've got everybody ready to go. Master Molders, I got 2 of those. One with the prod and one with the whip over here. So all of these guys are ready to go. But all told, making the crew of the Warp Fire, counting is only 1 mini. This is 92 SKAVEN. And so the goal, the challenge for August is, can I paint 92 models? Can I paint the big guys, the little guys? 92. I want to get all of these SKAVEN done in 1 month. So a couple years ago, when I first started, I was able to paint 77 minis in 1 month, mostly because I was painting Sylvaneth, and that was a lot of dry brushing, Dryad bark, which took a day. I was able to knock those out crazy fast, so it boosted my numbers. And then earlier this year, when I was painting SKAVEN, I had a month where I painted 64, but I've never painted 92. That's a lot of minis. It'd be really fun to paint and break that 100 mark. But let's start with 92 and paint this mini SKAVEN. And then I got a couple other minis I could throw in there to hit 100 if it seems possible. But the goal for August is I want to see, can I paint 92 SKAVEN minis? And this is going to be a challenge. There's a good chance I don't succeed in this challenge. But looking at my schedule, looking at what's coming up, hoping to plan some movie marathons with the wifey, this is supposedly possible. Now, math-wise, there's 31 days in the month. If I paint 3 a day, I should hit it. But as you can see, I got some big guys. So 3 minis a month, or 3 minis a day, isn't going to cut it. I need to shoot for 5 to 10 of these guys a day, or at least half of the big guys or these little guys. I got to do more, and this is going to be a little bit of a batch painting project. Can I get 92 in a month? So big SKAVEN project coming up. We've got the big guys, the little guys, and everybody in between. I showed off some of the models. For these smaller squads, I've already painted 80 clan rats, and so I don't really want to just paint 80 more clan rats. When I painted the 80, what I did is each squad of 20, I switched which clan. So I have 4 clans that I'm running right now, starting off with Clan Skyer. And so this is my paint scheme. Let's see if we get the camera to focus here. There we go. This is my paint scheme for Clan Skyer. So Clan Skyer is going to be Kritok Foulblade, the Arch Warlock, and then this little group right here I've picked out. Now, I don't know if you can tell or not, but these guys all have spears. And so instead of painting them as yet more clan rats, I want to do them as the elite unit. So they're going to need 28 millimeter bases instead of the smaller 25. They're going to be my storm vermin. 2 squads of 10 storm vermin. So I've got double banners, double musicians, and champions. They're not perfect. They're going to be a little bit proxies, but if I put them on some fancier bases, some of them have the crest helm, and that will give me something else to run. I'm going to rebase them anyways. Might as well put them on 28 mil, call them storm vermin, and then I have variety in my army. On that topic, over here, we have a bunch of guys with little knives and smaller weapons. And so for these guys with the smaller weapons, I'm going to call them gutter runners. So I have a guy, I showed him off, I think in a previous video, in my kit bashing video, if you can go back and watch that one. I have a little guy that I painted up as my Death Master for Eshin. So Eshin doesn't have a lot of models, but they do have the gutter runners. And so these guys will paint as 2 squads of 10 for the gutter runners, which don't need champions, don't need musicians or banner bearers. And so I was able to do doubles over here. So I was able to kind of move the guys over, and then that allows me to get gutter runners over here and storm vermin over here for some variety. And then the guys in the middle, these guys right here are going to be painted up with the Plague Priest in the color scheme of Clan Pestilence. And I was really happy with how this guy came out. He is going to be, Clan Pestilence, and then that will be the Priest and this squad, and this will be the specialty unit for Clan Pestilence. I believe they're called Plague Monks. They'll be the Plague Monks. And so we'll have a squad of Plague Monks. We'll have a squad of 2 squads of Storm Vermin, 2 squads of the Gutter Runners, and then this last squad for Molder, since they don't have a regular squad, just going to be another squad of Clan Rats. And so I'll have a 5th Clan Rat squad, but I don't need 8 Clan Rat squads. And so this will give me just a little more variety in my army in terms of what I can bring, some extra champions to really round things out, but it's going to take a lot of work. And hopefully switching color schemes will make this a little bit less maddening process. And so for my colors, I have a pile of paints that are the pots of the paints that are on all of the rats, the colors for the tails and that kind of thing. And then I have a handful of stuff that is just the colors for certain models. And so that's the goal, is to have certain colors that go on certain models to help them stand out. And so let me show off my paints. I showed off a couple already. So we have Clan Skyer is this kind of bluish tint with green clothes. And then we have Clan Molder has the bloody leathers and dirty white robes. And then Clan Eshin, I put in this green poison on more of a bluish color. And then finally Clan Pestilence, one of my favorites. I wasn't going to do a lot of Clan Pestilence, and then I did this test model and just fell in love with him. And so I already have one squad of Clan Rats and Pestilence. But I love this bright, like, mucus green color. So super fun color. So those will be the 4 paint schemes I'll be using for all of these guys. This will take me from a 1,700 point army to over 4,000 points of Skaven. I do have 6,000 points of Stormcast. So it won't be my biggest army, but it will be by far my 2nd biggest army. I think 3rd biggest is probably Sylvaneth at this point. And I'm really tempted to add 1 or 2 more models to that. So I think Skaven is going to be the play this month. And so that's going to be the goal here is I'll be doing a whole bunch of Skaven. But it's time to get all this stuff painted. My one big advantage is I don't have anything left to build. Some of these models have a little bit of old sprue on them that they need cleaned up. Obviously, anything still on square bases needs to be moved to a round base of a correct size. I'll need to do a little bit of basing, put magnets in the bases where I feel like it, and then I don't actually have any more building to do, and the repair work is done. Everything's done. This guy's got his head, the bell's back in one piece, and then this thing has its wheels. And so I'm happy about that, but it's still going to be a lot of painting. I don't know if I'm going to complete it or not. So that will be fun. I'll be making videos throughout the month. So if you want to follow along, I'll be making videos updating on my progress, who's gotten painted, how far I've gone, and then whether or not I get distracted by other things that I want to paint or other things I want to talk about, we'll see. But I'll make some videos on this Skaven project so you guys can follow along with me. I've also been climbing up in terms of subscribers on this YouTube channel, so that's been super fun. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who's subscribed, who's commented, who's left likes, and so I'm really, really happy with that. So I'm thinking about having a little bit of a contest. I'm going to be working to see if I can get 94 Skaven done. But if I can get up to, let's say, 100 subscribers by the end of the month, maybe I can do a celebration giveaway for celebrating actually getting 94 or 92 miniatures done, and then maybe getting to 100 subscribers, because I think that'd be a good first goal to hit in terms of getting people who are enjoying watching my videos. And so I think if I can get this done, this project done, and we get if I get my subscriber count up, I'll do a giveaway. I have a couple things that I've had on my hobby desk for a while that I've not wanted to use, not wanted to sell, not sure what to do with it. So maybe I'll do a giveaway and then have a way for you to enter for a free prize and then send something out. So I'm still planning that. But if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe. If you're interested in following along with the SKAVEN, I'd love to have you join me and be cheering me on as I paint this mountain of rats. And so I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you following me on these crazy challenge videos. I do have other challenge videos planned. I'm also trying to upgrade my setup here and get a better mic and get a better workspace, and then eventually I want to start actually being on camera. So I'm working towards that as well too, getting a space where I could actually really record. So we're working in that direction as well too. So stay tuned for further announcements on that. But thank you so much for watching, for sticking with me. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have a great August, and I hope you're having fun painting. So leave in the comments what your goal for August is for what you want to paint, and I'd love to hear what you're painting and what you're doing too. Thanks. Bye.